Hey everybody, I just wanted to do a quick response to a comment received on this channel recently. This comment was not shown because it was automatically moderated for language, but I'd like to respond to the substance of the comment itself, maybe not necessarily the words used. The gist of what was said was that this person failed to be accepted into the Coast Guard due to getting into a fist fight, and therefore the Coast Guard only wants soft and sick people, I think was the words they used. Something to that effect. Soft, slow people. And he used some choice language that I'm not going to repeat. But again, like to respond to the substance part of that comment. I could get into how unlikely it is that that story is the entirety of what happened. That you simply got into a fist fight and therefore you didn't get in. There's probably a bit more to it than that. And I would just say that I highly doubt that, I'll put it this way, there's a lot of people I know in the Coast Guard that were you to speak to them face to face, you would not say they were slow, sick, cowardly, soft people, whatever adjectives you have to use. Quite confident you wouldn't use those words to their face. So I'll just leave that part at that and let the acts of the service speak for itself. Now, stepping away from the Coast Guard part of it and into my dad role here, middle-aged, kind of stepping apart from the Coast Guard role and just talking about life experience, don't go through life like that. Don't go through life and when you find something is too challenging for you, or for whatever reason is not the right fit for you, making excuses and putting the onus on how lame whatever the entity was that you weren't good enough to get into, making those excuses really, not only does it obviously undermine and do a disservice to the service that you're talking about, the Coast Guard, but it even more than that, it undermines yourself and your own abilities and experiences, because essentially what you're saying is that you are prone and at the mercy of the arbitrary decisions of others, whether that be the military, or a job, or people, whatever in life. By making that excuse, that sour grapes analogy with Aesop's fables, you're undercutting yourself. Because you're basically saying, hey, the crappy entity, whatever, in this case it was the Coast Guard who's too soft, stopped me from doing what I want to do. And you're holding yourself back with that mentality. Be proactive, be assertive, but don't be defensive. Don't, take the feedback that you receive. And all the feedback you receive might not always be valid, but take that and learn from it, and whether the feedback is valid or invalid, apply the takeaways from that to future endeavors. But don't say that it's the agency's fault. Take ownership of it, because that's your life, that's your destiny, that's your career. And if you're going to go through life with the mentality that the one time I don't get what I want, I don't succeed in whatever that goal is, it's not my fault, it's somebody else's, you're giving yourself an out to fail again and again and just say that it's somebody else's fault, somebody else's problem. Don't do that. It's your life, it's your goal, it's your ambition. Own it. Own that. Take whatever you can from whatever perceived failures you have, because I don't consider that situation that you described a failure, by the way. It's just a step in life. But take whatever you can from that and apply it to the future, whatever that future might be. Just don't be a pawn of the mentality that your destiny is based on somebody else. Just don't do that.